Ah, lovely. I'm on. Okay. Well, welcome everyone that is either in chat or will be in chat, but welcome. I'm Brian. Um, Today I would like to talk about how to deal with people that have passed, like a family member or a very close friend, or even an extended family, whatever the case may be, and that. Um, now that's now that's something that not too many people really want to experience. You know, like through life, that's basically the only thing that you don't want to uh, experience, and that is to find out a loved one passed or a very close friend passed. You know, like it's one of the most least popular experiences that you have in your lifetime, but unfortunately, it does happen. Golden Mother, hey, how are ya? And but unfortunately, things like that do happen. Goodness knows, I've had enough family members pass in my life, especially on my side of the family, my wife's side of the family. We've had many people pass in that. But the one interesting thing is that a lot of them, I find they mention that they say, "Oh, well, he's gone now; he's in a much better place," and that you wouldn't believe how true that is. Okay, what are we doing today? Just doing live streaming. Plus, I'm starting a new chapter on my TikTok account. It's called Questions and Answers, and I'm starting that more. So I'll be doing this. Nikar? Okay. Hey, please say happy birthday to my little brother Nikar. Okay, happy birthday, Nikar. And so now when people say, "Oh, they're in a much better place," well, that's very true. Because don't forget, whatever they died from, okay, died with the physical body. So now they're in a brand new body, a spirit body. Okay, they're healthy, they're strong. Usually, they do get used to, you know, hey, is someone there's always bound to be people in chat that like to have a bit of fun, as long as they're not offensive, you know. But like I said, for those who say, "Well, they're in a much better place," well, that's very true. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, and that, but it really depends on your faith and your culture as to how you look at either death or a person passing, or how they deal with it. But here, like in Canada, for instance, and that, and that, and that. So, other people, like I've heard a couple of people say, when you die, you cease to exist. Okay, well, science has proven that wrong. Okay, because we're all made of energy. Okay, our aura, that's energy. Okay, well, when our energy leaves our body, and that our body dies, but the energy stays. Okay, and even Einstein has proven that energy cannot be destroyed. So therefore, it does live on. Okay, but it's just a question of dealing with it, coping with it. Okay, now for some people, I find that like some people actually they continue talking to their loved one as if they're still here on the earth plane, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And in fact, I encourage it. Okay, so let's just, for example, your uncle just passed and you're very close to him. Hello. And he just passed. You can still talk to him. Because in time, he'll hear you back. Okay? Continue talking to him and that. But also, it doesn't also hurt to, especially if you go through, the old family albums with photos of your loved ones in it and all that kind of stuff. And that it's encouraged to look through all the family albums, look at all the pictures of all the good times that you have with those loved ones or your families. Hey, why would I do that? Secret. And that, or if you ever made a video of that loved one that just passed, it's a very good idea to watch that again. To basically, like the ancient Egyptians believe, to speak of the dead is to make them live again. Okay. Well, in this case, it's very similar, and that to dwell on the good times, the fun times, the really pleasant times. Okay, whether through photos or videos, and that way, instead of thinking of all the negative stuff that make you really depressed, and that think of the positive things, the good things, and that. And I know it's hard to do, especially if you're really, really close to a certain person, and that. But talk with them, especially if you're walking through the house, and when you're here on the earth plane, you used to talk to them all the time. Well, don't stop doing that. And then if continually talking to them, and that brings you comfort, now I would say go for it. There's nothing wrong with it. And that because you see, it keeps their memory alive. Okay, even though they are still alive, but in the spirit form, it keeps their memory alive, keeps their memory alive and fresh. Okay, and hang on 1 second. Let's get a piece of paper and a pen. 1 second. What I want to do is write down certain people's names. Sorry about that. Okay. Nope. Wrong way. Okay. Yep. Just keep records of different things. And that. Hello, MMA4. And that. But, it's always a good idea, you've heard of the term reminiscing. And that, well, that's very, very healthy. Okay. Because naturally, just after a loved one passes or a very close friend passes, you go through the grieving process. Okay, well, the grieving process always follows by the healing. Okay, it's in the transition between the mourning and the healing part. Okay, that's what that actually makes you stronger. Okay, and especially for those who are a little bit in denial of that person's passing. And something else too that's always a very good idea is talk to someone. Okay, if you really feel that you need to get something off your chest about how you feel about the passing, and that. Hey, no problem, Tyler. No, I get the same thing. No problem at all. I hope you're feeling better. But by contacting another loved one, contacting like a pastor or a father or whatever your faith is, and that just telling them how you feel, and that because you might be having a hard time with the grieving part, and that was always a good idea, especially if you find it a little too hard to handle. to possibly go to a grieving counselor if you find it too much for you. There's nothing wrong with that. And luckily, I've had lots of family, and I got my spirit guide to help me through these different things, especially with the death of my mother-in-law 10 years ago. He was a huge help, with all that and that. But yeah, and that, of course, and then, like I said, in different cultures, they deal with death differently and that. But in our culture, and I'm almost sure in your culture possibly, that you go from, you go through the grieving, which is usually the hardest part, to the healing part, okay? And all of the healing basically is just accepting what's happened and moving on. And that, but with the right frame of mind, having a positive outlook, positive frame of mind. Okay? Because as long as you have a positive frame of mind during the grieving and during the healing, that I believe it makes you a stronger person. Because that's for me, especially when my mom died almost 30 years ago, and that hit me hard, And but luckily, I had people around me to help me through that, But like I said, if you find it's really, really hard to cope with the passing of a loved one, or a close friend, whatever, I saw you on the hub. I don't know what you mean, user. Because I'm not as tech savvy as you are. Okay, hold on. I'm just making a record of something here. Okay. Yep. Just making the records for next for next stream, and that. So I saw you on the hub. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what hub you're talking about, but if you did, that's terrific. I like to expand my, my live streaming. We'll call it that, and that, and but yeah, if you find that you're having a hard time dealing with, the grieving process, it doesn't hurt to talk, to ask someone, to call someone, whether it's a friend, a relative, a counselor, whoever, because keeping it bottled up inside is not healthy, especially during the grieving process. Because if you don't do the grieving process properly, the healing process, well, I don't think there really is going to be a healing process, and then you have at the end what is known as closure. Okay. Infinite light landings. Hey, and of course, with this pandemic, that makes it even harder, because so many people are passing with COVID and backlogs of everything. It's incredibly hard to get. How's your day doing? Beautiful, and so I would say for people that are really, really struggling with someone passing, I would say, talk to someone. Don't hold it inside. Call someone, video call, phone call, whatever. Okay? And because the more you talk it out, the more you talk it out, the more you share, the more makes it easier to cope, and it gets you through the grieving process, a little bit easier, if you know what I mean, and because like I said, some people they don't have many issues with grieving, but others is. Yeah, bless you too. But like I said, I'm hoping. Well, I might start one today. Is that the questions and answers thing? I finally figured out how that works, and I'll put up. What I'll do after the stream is I'll put up another video, like a short one, and that explaining my rules and regulations when it comes to doing questions and answers. Okay, because I know people have been asking me stuff that's personal, and I don't go near that. Okay, and then I don't touch personal stuff. Okay, but it has to be either paranormal, spiritual, or mediumship only. Okay, if it's personal, if there's anything else, I won't answer. Okay, because like basically, that's getting too personal. It's no one's business, and that. But to share anything spiritual, paranormal, anything like that, and that absolutely, and I would love to do that because I like to educate you and educate myself, and that's always a lot of fun, and that's so. But let me just scroll this down, see if it'll scroll for me. Ah, beautiful, it does. Nice. Okay, just make another record here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's go back down to the bottom here. Okay, another one. Whoop. Okay. Hey, your trans father. Okay. That question I'm not going to answer because that's not why I'm here. Okay. Okay, so anyway, people, I just wanted just to share with you what what's like to lose someone and how to deal with it and stuff. And like I said, I'm hoping what I shared with you helped even just a little bit. Okay, and now before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I do shout outs. So if you're having a birthday, or someone that's having a birthday, if you have an anniversary coming up, or you have an anniversary very close, and that just give me the person's first name, and if it's the wedding anniversary or it's a birthday, just a first name, and if it's today or tomorrow, whenever, I'll do a quick shout out. Or if you want to let me know what country you're from, what state you're from, what province you're from, I'll give you a shout out that way. Okay, I really love doing that because there's more interaction. Is this service free? 100%. Yep. I don't get any money from this. My pay is when if you guys are happy, if you've learned something, that's my pay. So nope, 100%. And that because I don't work for anything physical. I work for spiritual benefit. So thanks for the question, Sheila. And that. So anyway, if you want to let me know what country you're from, or state or province you're from, I'll give you a quick shout out. See, I'm from Ontario, Canada, and that, and we're still digging out of a huge snowstorm. We got roughly 2.5 feet. Coming up. Well, what's your friend's name, Sheila? What's his friend? What's his or her first name? Then I can give your friend a shout out. Megan? Okay, well, Megan, happy birthday! Hope you have a special day. God bless you. And it's your dear friend Sheila that informed me of that. So bless both of you. And see, feels good, doesn't it? Especially during such crazy times and that. So anyway, lovely people, I got some stuff to do. So like I said, I do my streaming every Friday on TikTok and that. But starting today or tomorrow, I'll start replying to the bless you, and then I'll start doing the questions and answers. Okay, but I'll post a short video on my TikTok account, and that with the rules of what I will do, and what I won't do. Okay, so anyway, people, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next Friday. Okay, so love and light, everyone.